We're here at the Ottawa Jazz Festival with the legendary Bob James. How you doing, Bob?
Pretty good, Nathan. Trying to figure out what gives me such pleasure still making music after too many years.
So, after all these years, what still inspires you to create new music?
Well, I gotta say, I don't have anything else to do. I used to play some sports and I played golf for some years, and but music stays with me. Always a highlight of my day. I still like to practice. I still hope that if I can't get better, I like to just keep the playing at as high level as I can and stay competitive. Um, and that's what inspires me every day.
When you look back at your career, what achievement are you most proud of?
My family, of course, and I'm I'm proud to still be doing it. That I have been through, I guess, 6 decades of making music, and I try to keep up with what's going on around me. And since I play jazz and we improvise, the the way we are playing our music is not recreating something from the past, but when you're in the moment, every time you perform is something new and unpredictable, and there's the unknown involved in it, which I love. I love the challenge of it. I love the danger of it, and if you mess up or kind of go in the wrong direction, you still have a chance right at that moment to bring it back and get back on track again. So there's that challenge that it never gets boring to me.
Is there a song from your catalog that has never been sampled that you wish someone would discover and reinterpret?
Many. I've got a kind of big catalog, and as usual, you make an album, and radio stations or whomever pick one tune that represents the album to them, and you hope that they do. You hope that they choose something. But I've heard other artists describe their original compositions like their children, like it's your baby, and you want to give it its best shot. And that's the way I try to feel about everything that I do. There are definitely many of them that I'm very happy to have them be forgotten because that I thought it was a good idea at the time, or it was something that was trendy, but 20 years later it's not trendy anymore. It's kind of old fashioned, that kind of stuff. So um, most of the time, I think the compositions that have the most merit find their audience, and then occasionally I'll go to a foreign country someplace where I had no idea that they were playing this particular song from an earlier album, and I had almost completely forgotten about it. So I hadn't prepared to perform it when I'm over there. And an example of that was I just got back recently from Argentina, and I had never been there before. But when I spoke with one of the musicians down there, he had been a fan of a song of mine called Worlds Apart that was on a album called Grand Piano Canyon that I made back in the 1990s, so 30 years ago. I had never performed it live, and it was a song that was a lot of it was programmed at that time and a lot of production. So it was frustrating for me because it was my own composition and I listened back to it and I really liked it, but I couldn't play it. So after meeting him, I was inspired to go back home and just try to learn it all over again, like it was a new composition, and without using any synthesizers or any computer stuff. I tried to learn it on the piano and play the notes, and I'm still working on it. So maybe it'll find a life now for the future.
What do you hope audiences take away after seeing a Bob James performance in 2026?
I mentioned a little bit earlier about the improvising part of it. That's the, to me, the most significant thing that makes our music different from music that's just practiced and you play it live. And very often the audience might have the recording, and so they expect to hear you play what they've heard on a recording. But we want our audience to get into the stuff that's unpredictable, that only happened at that moment. And either something triggers it. I'm playing a trio now, but sometimes I'm playing a larger ensemble. And we're all collectively improvising. Somebody has the main ball at that time, and you carry it, and the rest of the members are supporting you, but if you plan something completely different, then they also have to play differently too, different dynamics and everything. So I love that process, and I love to send our audiences out on an adventure that they don't really know exactly where they're going, but we want to surprise them and then hopefully bring them back to planet Earth with a nice ending at the end of it.